Hello students, welcome back to our chemistry class. So today we are going to learn about chemical equation. So before getting into chemical equation, you need to know one term, that is chemical reaction. So first we have one chapter, chemical reaction, that is the second chapter. So we will study more about chemical reaction in that chapter. So today I am just explaining the meaning of the chemical reaction. So first you need to know what do you mean by chemical reaction. So chemical reaction is the chemical change of the matter or a substance into new substance, that is known as chemical reaction. So chemical reaction means what? It is a chemical change of the substances. One or more substance is chemically changing into two or more or one or more different substances. So totally chemical changes happening on the substances. That is known as chemical reaction. Clear? That means, for example, A plus B gives C plus D. That means old substance is converted into new substances. So old substances have one property, new substances have one property. This is known as chemical reaction. So chemical reaction is nothing but, chemical reaction means what? It is the chemical change. Chemical reaction is a chemical change of the substances into new substances. That is known as chemical reaction. So in the chemical reaction, we know there are reactants and products. Reactants and products. In the chemical reaction, there are reactants and products. So reactants means what? The substance which is taking part in the chemical reaction is known as reactants. So you might have learned this term reactants and products in the lower classes. So reactants means what? Reactants means the substance which is taking part in the chemical reaction is known as reactants, and the product means what? The substance which is formed due to the chemical reaction is known as products. So that means new substance is formed due to the chemical reaction. That is known as products. Clear? So in the chemical reaction, now you know what you mean by chemical reaction. So now we can discuss what do you mean by chemical equation. Okay. So that is our main topic, chemical equation. So chemical equation is nothing but, chemical equation is the representation for chemical change or chemical reaction. Okay. So we can represent chemical reaction or chemical change of the substances by chemical equation. So that is a representation. That is a shorthand form of representation in the form of formula and symbols. That is known as chemical equation. So chemical equation definition is what? It is the shorthand form for chemical change or chemical reaction in the form of symbols and formula. Okay, or formulae. So chemical equation means that is a representation for chemical change or chemical reaction. That is known as chemical equation. So we can represent a chemical reaction in the form of symbols and formula. That is known as chemical equation. So in the chemical equation, reactants we will write always in the left hand side and the product we will write in the right hand side. Then the reactants and the product will be separated by arrow. Clear? That means reactants we will write always left hand side and the products we will write always in the right hand side. Clear? So reactants we will write always in the left hand side and products will write in the right hand side. Then how it is separated? Separated with the arrow. Clear? So this representation is known as chemical equation. For example, when magnesium ribbon is heated, it catches fire easily and it will burn and to form magnesium oxide. So when magnesium, for example, when magnesium ribbon is heated in air, catches fire and burns into magnesium oxide. So this is a chemical, we just explained about chemical reaction of magnesium and oxygen in the form of sentences, but it's quite long. The representation is quite long. So we can represent this one by using chemical equations. We can represent this one by using symbols and formula, that is known as chemical equation. So chemical equation is the simplest way to represent the chemical reaction. Clear? So by the sentence it will take time consuming and space consuming. So it's quite long. So instead of that one, we can use the chemical equation. So you can see how can we write the reactions of magnesium and oxygen in the form of formula and symbol. That is known as chemical equation. So instead of explaining this way, we can write simply symbols and formula. That is known as chemical equation. Now you can see same example. When magnesium ribbon is heated in air means what? With oxygen to form magnesium oxide. So from this is a chemical equation. So from the equation we can understand. By heating we can represent by the triangle sign also. Then we can easily understand this is the reaction between magnesium and oxygen. Then the product is magnesium oxide. So this is the simplest form, shorthand form for the representation of chemical reaction. So which reaction take place here? Magnesium is heated in air. Air means oxygen. It forms magnesium oxide. Then you have to balance it. So that will be 2 mg of 2 mg. So this is the chemical equation for magnesium and oxygen reaction. Clear all of you? So you know reactions we will write always in left hand side and the product we will write always in right hand side. So always keep in mind that one. So we can see another example. NaCl, that means when sodium chloride is treated with when NaCl or NaOH treated with HCl, this is acid base reaction. So what is the product? NaCl plus water. So this is the chemical equation for the chemical reaction between NaOH and HCl. So simply we can write the form of symbols and formula. Okay. So NaCl we can write together. NaCl plus HCl gives, so NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus H2O. This is the chemical equation for the reaction of chemical NaOH and HCl. Clear all of you? So now we can see. Now you can see here arrow and plus sign. So what arrow represents what? Or how can you read arrow? We can read arrow. Arrow we can read it as to yield, or to product, or to give. That means when NaOH reacted with HCl to yield NaCl and H2O. So arrow we can read it as to yield, or to give, or to produce NaCl and H2O. Then what is the use of plus sign? Plus sign. Plus sign we will use when the reactants or products is more than one. So if there is only one reactant, there is no use of plus sign. If there is more than one reactant, we can use the plus sign. Okay, this represents what? Two reactants are present. So two reactants we separated with the plus sign. Same here also, product side also. We use the plus sign to represent two products are there. If there is if there are three products, we can use two plus sign. Right? So plus sign we will use when the reactants or when the products are more than one. Clear? So these are the some points for chemical equation. So chemical equation means what? It is a representation for chemical change or chemical reaction of the substances. So you must know about what is chemical reaction. So chemical reaction means what? It is the chemical change of the substances into new substances. So that reactions we can express in the form of symbols and formula. That is known as chemical equation. So now we can see what are the involvements of the chemical equations. Now we can see. So chemical equations involves one product, one reactant can give two or more products. Okay, one involvement. One reactant can give two or more products. We will discuss the example also. Then two reactants can give two or more products. Okay. Then two reactants can give three products. Okay. Then two or more reactants can give one product also. One product also. That means one reactant can give two or more products. Then two reactants can give two products. Two reactants can give two products. Then two reactants can give three or more products. Here we can write three or more products. And the two reactants can give one product also. Now we can see the examples for each involvement. That is, one reactant can give two or more products. That means, for example, calcium carbonate. One reactant. Calcium carbonate will give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. See, one reactant is given two products. Clear? Then, two reactants can give two or more products. Two products. Here we discuss two products. So, two reactants can give two products. What is the example? For example, now we just discuss NaCl, NaOH plus NaOH plus HCl. NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl and H2O. Clear? Two reactants given two products. Then another example. Then two reactants can give three or more products. Two reactants can give three or more products, and two reactants can give one product. So we will study that more about this one in the chemical reaction chapter. So these are the involvements of the chemical equations. Now we can see what are the advantages and the limitation of the chemical equation. What are the advantage and the limitation of the chemical reaction. So now first we can see the advantages of the chemical equations. Advantages of the chemical equations. First, from the chemical equation we can understand the nature of the reactants and the products. So we can understand the chemical nature. Chemical nature of the what? Reactants and products. That means we can understand whether the reactants are acid or base. Those things we can understand from the chemical equation. That's the chemical nature of the nature means reactants activity. That means whether the reactants are acid or whether the reactants are whether the reactants are base, or whether the products are acid or whether the products are base. Okay. Then second advantage is nature of the radicals or elements. Radicals or elements. Nature we can understand. Which elements are present there. or which type of radical, positive radical or negative radicals, how many positive radical or negative radicals are there, the nature we can understand. Then third one, we can understand from the chemical equation the reactions are forward reaction or backward reaction. That means reversible reaction or irreversible reaction. Reversible reaction or irreversible reaction. Then we can understand from the chemical equation the state of the reactants and the products. Next is what? State. State of the reactants and products. State means what? From the chemical equation we can understand whether it is a solid state or liquid state or gaseous state. Clear? Those things we can understand from the chemical equations. For example, A plus B plus C gives D plus E plus or F. Suppose three reactants given, three products, different products. So then if it is a solid state, the equation represented with S. If the reactant is liquid state, with L. If the reactant is gaseous state, represented with G. So in the chemical equation we will represent like this. Then we can understand it is a reversible or irreversible. If it is a irreversible, there is only one head arrow. If it is a reversible, there is a two head arrow. Okay. Then we can understand which radicals are present. Second point, which radicals are present or which elements are present here. Then we can understand the chemical nature of the reactants and the products. That means by seeing the formula or reactants formula, we can understand the reactants are acid or base. For example, HCl, we have seen that NaOH plus HCl. So you know this is a base. So we can say that one reactant is base and another reactant is acid. So chemical nature we can understand. That is the first point. Chemical nature means what? Of the reactants and products. That means whether the reactant is acid or base, like that we can understand. Clear? So there are simple point of advantages: chemical nature, nature of the radicals or elements, then reversible, whether the reactions are reversible or irreversible, then state of the reactant, that means liquid state or solid state or gaseous state. Then last point, that is limitations of the chemical equation. What are the limitations of the chemical equations? First point, from the chemical equation we can't understand the concentration of the reactants or products. We can't understand from the chemical equation the reactants concentration or product concentration. Second point, we can't understand from the chemical equation the rate of the reaction. That means speed of the reaction. That means what? Speed of the reaction. Speed of the reaction we can understand from the chemical equation. That will calculate. Okay. Then third point, we can't understand the reaction is completed or not. Whether the reaction is completed or not. So these are the main limitations of the chemical equation. So I hope all of you understood up to here. So next class we will come with a new topic. Thank you.